Slow it down a little bit. Let's maintain the possession, okay, and maintain the flow of the game. All right? Boys, great opportunity, great challenge.
So the Laguntas program is developed for boys 16 to 18 years of age, Indigenous boys from the state of Victoria. It's designed to really add another entry point into the talent pathways that we provide at AFL Victoria. One of the strengths of the Laguntas program is that the high calibre of people have been able to attract to the program. We had Xavier Clark last year who took on some of the coaching roles and duties. He's now head coach of the NT Thunder in Northern Territory. Chrissy Johnson, three-time premiership player, been through the TAC Cup talent pathway himself. Current coach of the AIS Level 2 program. So to have guys like themselves surrounding the boys and teaching them the ins and outs of football is fantastic. One of the aspects when we developed the Laguntas program, we want to really build the capacity of the Indigenous community around the support staff. So we had Kate Malpass, an Indigenous female physio, be involved with the Laguntas program last year. She's since then been able to secure a full-time role with the Richmond Football Club as one of their physios. That's a fantastic outcome. We've got Daniel Charles, who's helping out coaching this program this year. He headed up the Kickstart Under 15 program. He has an aspiration to further his coaching. The Richmond Football Club has run the Corin Gamage Institute here at Punt Road has been fantastic. The ME Bank Centre, we've provided a great facility, a culturally safe facility where the boys can feel at home when they come here. They come to elite training facilities where it's state of the art. They get some great advice around nutrition. We've had Dustin Martin and Neville Jetta act as role models, and they've had a close connection with the boys. They've been following them up from camp to camp, giving us some advice about their own journey through their pathways into the AFL system. So people underestimate the value of identity players in young Indigenous men's lives. It gives them a sense of purpose, and what we try to help assist them with as well is developing up a toolkit. A lot of our boys get questions like, "Oh, you don't look Aboriginal enough," or "Gee, you don't know any of your language," or "You don't know any of your dancing." So we come from a positive point of view that these guys do have strong ancestry. They've got strong connections to the places of Victoria. Even the location we're based at now, the MCG has been a corroboree ground for thousands of years. The Yarra Yarra River is an Aboriginal name, and there's scarred trees of the old bark canoes just outside the grounds here. So we really try to give them a strong affirmation around that, and it's been quite good in terms of the feedback we've had, not only from the boys but the parents. We've had great feedback. The boys have gone back to their local clubs and speaking up more about their heritage during Indigenous round. They've gone back and told their teachers and explained to their groups about where they're from and what this program actually means to them. We've got a number of the boys that have gone on and captaining their local teams. So that's what it's really about as well. It's a holistic program in terms of development in young men because there's a crucial time in their lives. 16, 17, you're discovering other temptations in life, and some of their mates might be going down the wrong path. So sometimes it's difficult to say no and have that resilience to stick on the path to really further their football. And sometimes it's just the general discussions that we have and surrounding by the right role models makes a big difference. Yeah, well, one of the important aspects of the diversity programs we have at AFL Victoria is obviously create playing opportunities. Certainly from the Western Jets perspective, having young multicultural boys from the Western region be a part of a high performance program. Obviously you need to play the games to evaluate them and give them some great feedback. One, surrounded by good coaches. For the Laguntas boys it's the same. It's football certainly is the hook. As much as we concentrate on the off-field development and their personal growth, it's also about playing a game of football because that's the thing that they love. So